In less than 24 hours, Bitcoin has the opportunity to put in its highest weekly candle close since the absolutely trouser-ruining dumpage of May 19th. After a convincingly bullish monthly close above this channel, a weekly will give extreme confidence to the bullish bias. It will once again be the bears' turn to lay down on their backs and receive a double stuffing. As Bitcoin has now made its initial attempt at the very last giant bull market confirmation indicator, and as the witch of the withering and decrepit casts her spells in Washington, the battle rages on. I'm your host, Shelby Shellfish, and this will go down as not only a day to remember, but a day that stretches the bears to a place they can never unstretch from. Absolutely huge, guys. We have so much going on right now, and the very last bullish thing that needs to happen before I think most people will become extremely aware of what is happening right now is only moments away, and this next week I think will be the deciding factor, as we've already had a 50% run-up over the last few weeks. As the Bitcoin market has provided an exploratory colonoscopy to the bears, this is absolutely huge. So let's pump on in. So guys, I want to start off here, as this is currently happening as I'm recording. By the time it gets uploaded, maybe not. But there's one thing I want to say here, and I'm just going to come right out and say it. I don't think she's nearly as hot as everyone says she is. For Pete's sake, there are a lot of injustices and things wrong in this world, and 99% of them are caused initially because of decisions of garbage people like this and garbage decisions based on nothing, okay? It's such an injustice that policies, and this isn't just crypto, this is a lot of different things. So many policies, so many decisions, so many bills have been passed with basically no thought or consideration on how it might affect anything or anyone. And literally the only reason they end up getting passed is by I guess the billionaires and the people that lobby these politicians to pass these laws, ultimately, most likely, just so that the billionaires can profit more off of any situation possible. So, you know, cryptocurrency, it's not really different than anything else. These laws get passed not in the best interest of people in crypto, just like all laws get passed in basically the best interest of nobody except the people making billions of dollars from it. And it's 100% true that this bag of beans over here would rather spit on you than even acknowledge your existence or any of your troubles that she is going to make worse. And politicians in general have made worse. But enough about incontinence. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart here, guys. So we did have our very first touch today on the 200-day moving average, which coincidentally is basically right at the 21-week moving average, which by almost everyone's account is a macro, absolutely confirmatory signal, whereas if we are above, it is confirmed a bull market, and if we're below, many people say that that's a bear market. So this is the big test we've been waiting for, and it's been a long road to get here. As you can see on this daily chart, ever since the massive dumping here on the end of April, and then the true dumping the first week of May down to May 19th, it's been a very long battle. It's been very drawn out, and you can see it took a long time from here. It is a descending channel, but I personally really do like this falling wedge better, as it completely broke out to its target there. It's just a very beautiful looking pattern, but it's been a very long road there. And yeah, we're very, very close. We're seeing a lot of things shape up, and now we're only hours away from something very, very big. Whereas we just got a monthly close at the beginning of this new month, a new monthly open and close, where we had a close above this very important Fibonacci level of resistance. And what's more important though now, I think personally, is getting this weekly, its first close above this level. And before we go any further, I just want to say one thing. I think personally, whether we're going to get rejected here or whether we blast up past here, whatever happens, I personally think that it's going to take at least maybe a week or two around this level. So what do I mean by that? It means, yeah, maybe we could bust right through it. Maybe we could go above 50 or something like that. But I personally think we're going to maybe get a pullback. Even if we would bust above 50, I think it would be absolutely critical that we back test this area. If we do get above it, I think it's important. So, and if we do get rejected from it at first, it doesn't necessarily mean we won't come back the next week or something like that. Ultimately, what I think is going to happen here at this moment is that ultimately I think there's going to be a decent amount of price action at this level, right around where we are right now. So I would hold off on making any celebrations or decisions, meaning yes, we're absolutely very bullish now, or yes, we're absolutely very bearish. Either way, I think we should hold off just for a little bit of time as we approach this level, Because, yeah, this is not going to happen in one day, I doubt. I think it's going to be a thing that we spend a fair amount of time at, very similar to like where we spent a fair amount of time at this 50-week moving average. You can see here, this is like 5 straight weeks where we were kind of touching on it almost every single week. And then the 4 prior weeks, we were kind of getting closer to it. So like 9-10 weeks around this level where the price action gravitated to a lot and it was magnetized to. I think we're going to see something similar here. Again, these are long-term, very important macro moving averages. So it's very unlikely that we just blast right past that and then never revisit it again. Patience is needed here. But yeah, I think this is going to play out over a fairly substantial period, at least 1 to 2 weeks, at the very least. I don't think this will be a 1 or 2 day thing that we're going to see here. But with that being said, again, so many things have been shaping up here. I'm still keeping an eye on this. We're so close to a bullish cross here on this MACD, whereas we got this bearish cross on April 19th. Okay, remember what happened on April 19th. This is back on April 19th. Oh, a little bit of a drop, but look, Bitcoin recovered. Everything's great. We're going back to 100K. Absolutely wrong, and massive dumpage happened afterwards. And we got that bearish cross. And yeah, myself, I think a lot of people looked at it and thought, maybe this won't be that bad. And it turned out to be pretty dumpy. So now we're actually coming out on the other side months later with this potential bullish cross, and we cannot ignore it. It's a very, very strong momentum oscillator there on this MACD. So we're going to keep watching that. And as well, people point out the monthly. Well, if you looked at this a month ago, it actually looked like this was about to slam into the orange here, but it did not. You can see it kind of curving up here now. So again, still too early to tell, but crisis averted, at least for now. And again, on this weekly, it looks very bullish. So that's something to watch out for. But yeah, if we take a look on this chart here, actually, before we go to Bitcoin, Ethereum as well smashed through 3,000. Smashed through 3,100 and almost up to 32 earlier today as well. And Ethereum is just doing insane over the past couple of weeks, up nearly 85% since the lows of July 21st. Okay, we had the lows of July 21st, the lows of June 21st, and then basically the lows of, it was like May 20th, May 19th. Pretty much every single month it was another low. But yeah, ever since that low, which was not a lower low, it was a higher low, Ethereum has basically had, it has literally only had one red candle out of, I don't know what, like 19 green candles or 18 green candles or something insane. That has to be a record, I assume. What is that? That's literally like 17 or 18 green candles, daily candles, out of the last like 18 or 19 days. So very big for Ethereum, and that is very good for the entire crypto market. And yeah, Ethereum, rooting for Ethereum is important if you root for any altcoins. Literally, what is the number one altcoin? It's Ethereum. So I think it's funny when people like bash Ethereum. Well, I mean, half of these altcoins wouldn't even exist without Ethereum. So I think it's kind of silly when people disrespect it so much. But yeah, the entire altcoin or the entire cryptocurrency market actually, again, doing very well above this 200 day. If we go to the weekly as well, look at that. We're actually above the 21 week for the first time since the crash on May 19th again. So if the entire crypto market is any indication of where Bitcoin's going, it looks pretty good. Same thing here. This is the entire altcoin market cap, looking a little even stronger because of things like Ethereum looking so good. A lot of alts still aren't doing amazing, but alts are slowly starting to pick up. Specifically, though, Ethereum is leading everything. And Ethereum's actually moving up a little bit as I'm recording here, but yeah. Oh, and Bitcoin's moving up a little bit as I'm recording as well. But yeah, Bitcoin is still around that $44,000 level. As we talked about, breaking 45 and holding there for a couple of days is just so important. But specifically, within the next almost exactly 24 hours, if Bitcoin can get a close, above this level, and specifically, I mean, realistically on the weekly, anything above like 40,000 is very good. Any close above 40,000 on the weekly within the next 24 hours, very good. What we failed to do last week, we were like literally minutes from it within the last there was like 1 hour left before the weekly close, and then we dumped the last hour, so we got a lower weekly close. But yeah, we have roughly 24 hours left, and if Ethereum can close, if Bitcoin can close above pretty much 40,500, or I even want to round up to 41,000 to just be safe, that would just be very good. And currently we have that much space and more. So yeah, if we close anywhere close to where we are right now within the next 24 hours, very bullish. And yeah, obviously you see this big test happening. And again, guys, like I said, I think we're probably going to spend some time here I think be patient at this level, but we did just get this bullish cross days ago, and we're seeing the momentum really pick up for Bitcoin. At this point, the 21-day moving average is now right at about 37,000. It's going to be creeping up to 38,000. So again, anytime we might get a pullback, we have some insane support now built below us. And yeah, over the last 3 months, it was very dumpy. But now, as we transition to these bullish scenarios, what does it mean now? We've accomplished a lot in those 3 months, and we have built up and solidified a lot of support. So any further dumping in the future, if anything, when we come down to those levels, if we do, it'll be stronger instead of weaker, okay? That's how support and resistance works. After this last, I mean, if you even want to go back to the end of 2020, when we were first approaching the $30,000 level, this entire range now is built up more than it was. Especially over these few months right here that we've experienced, which were not really that fun. We have just built up support, and that's how it works, and that's good. Okay, so what we've done was kind of painful, it was boring, dumpy, absolutely dumpy, but ultimately, things like this are what allows Bitcoin to shoot to levels that most people don't ever think are possible. And without any further ado, it's it for me. Bye bye.